I've been on mute. I can never jest. I always have something going on. I try to keep my mic muted so that I I don't make any sounds when like the start thing, whatever. Anyways. So, hi Ocean Pilot, how are you? Oh, also guess what I can do today? Hi. Anyways, okay, you guys, welcome. Here we go. Okay, let's start this again, shall we? Welcome to today's live stream. It is Wednesday, September 10th. We go live horizontally like this on Wednesdays. We go vertical on Mondays. Mondays is just more of a chill stream if you want to get to know more about me. And then Thursday is my long form videos. So this week, the one thing that I'm going to be talking about is Roblox. There's a lot of controversy surrounding Roblox. So, one of the things that I touch on in tomorrow's video, I don't do a lot on it, but there was a big controversy of his name's called Schlep, and he is a YouTuber, and he has over how many? I think he has over 1 million people on YouTube that have subscribed to him. And what happened was he was acting as a child to catch predators on the Roblox platform, and Roblox got pissed and they banned him. And people were outraged by this new hairstyle. No, you know what? I sleep in braids, and then I sleep in like 2 pigtail braids, and then it comes out like this. So yes. So with that being said, that's what we're going to watch today. We're going to watch his video. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. There's a lot of issues surrounding the safety of children on Roblox. So if you don't know what Roblox is, it's a platform. And the thing I think that bothers me the most about Roblox is it advertises itself as a game. And a lot of parents, I don't think, really understand what Roblox is. So you have to kind of treat it, if you're a parent, you have to kind of treat it as like a social media platform, and you have to monitor your kids on there in a way that you would on a social media platform, like you would on TikTok or you would on Instagram or anything else. These kids are allowed to go into these 3D worlds, and then they are allowed to talk to people and strangers on the internet. Well, because it's the internet and people are disgusting, they use this to capitalize on predatory behavior. And a lot of children are then being filtered off the Roblox platform onto other platforms such as Discord or Snapchat or things like that. And then other horrific things are happening to them. So what Schlep did was, aren't there private chats on there? So I'm not sure if there's private chats, but I can tell you that I went on my sister's account 2 weeks ago, and my sister made her account when she was like 12. So, and I was able to see some disgusting things. And what they said was that, oh, if you're under 13, hi, Emily, and welcome. Everybody say hi to Emily. Hello. Welcome, newbie. Ooh, that's loud. I'm so sorry for your ears. I'm so sorry. Hi, John Charles. Hello. So if, and it's difficult, but the thing that bothers me the most is Roblox the creators of Roblox kind of position themselves in this place that's like, oh, it's a platform and, we're doing the best we can. You built a platform specifically for children. You built a platform specifically for children. So with that being said, we're going to watch Schlep's video. We're going to talk about how, maybe they can fix some of their safeties. We're going to just have opinions about it, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Excuse my giant face right here. I have to figure out, it's called nesting, but I have to figure out how to nest scenes so that I can not be like this. Good morning, Ken. How are you? Okay. So I think that's okay. Okay. I'm really excited, guys. I can pull up chats. This is really exciting for me. I love it. I love it. I love it. And with that being said, let's get started.
We caught a Roblox predator.
What's up? So we're here with your Roblox developer, right?
Hello. And got him arrested and charged.
How many images do you think we have to get rid of on your phone?
About like 30 or 40.
The night before, we had played games with him. We had hung out with him. But the craziest part is, we had caught him from one of our Roblox predator stings. This video is about to be like any other that I've made.
Yeah, ladies love me. I'm the cool.
So what they did is they went on the platform, they started doing these stings, they started becoming a vigilante on the platform, and then Roblox got pissed and banned Schlep. And people were outraged. Like, this went absolutely viral. People were pissed about it. I mean, I get it from a business standpoint, right? From a business standpoint, this guy is pointing out predatory behavior on our platform. We can't be having that. But also, he's doing you a favor.
I'm the Kobe, I'm the Ram. Holy shit, in the band.
I like the music.
Consider subscribing. We're almost at 300K.
Ooh, 300K?
So, how did I do this?
He's at 2.5 million. Hold on. This was 11 months ago. Schlep, yay! We love to see a YouTuber do well. That's so exciting. 11 months ago, he was at 300K, and now he's at 2.5 or 2.05 million subscribers. That's amazing.
Well, I click this, scroll down here, type this in, and boom. I now have a Rolodex of the biggest condo communities. As you can see, some of these even have over 100,000 members and thousands.
Okay, so we talk about condo games tomorrow in my video, and basically condo games are something where people go and they make these really gross games, and they do really inappropriate behavior. And the biggest problem is that kids can get into these spaces, and that's an issue.
Thousands of active users. Only one last thing left to do.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. You?
I'm just chilling. What about you?
Laying in bed. Oh, also, how old are you? Oh, I'm 21.
Oh, really? I don't mind older guys.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you are comfortable.
Yeah, I'm really just trying to look with people to hang on here.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
My intentions are a mixture of friendly and hence why I make conversations before anything.
Oh yeah,
Chad.
same to be honest. Most people on here just send me bad photos.
The conversation continues, and he eventually tells me that he's a Roblox game developer.
Whoa, you modeled that?
Nah, I have a dev team. I mainly direct, sound design, and conceptualize stuff for the game.
That's so...
How's biz, Ash?
All right, I guess we got
Great.
ads. Hold on.
Especially with the help of Zero accounting software, I can keep
We
my
support
cash
you,
flow flowing
Schlep.
by giving
We
customers more ways
support.
to pay.
Sorry about the ads, friends. Yeah, the convo is not great, and my chat like stopped working. I can see the chat, but I can't. The Twidget app that I have, I can't.
Different job, or even
No, I can't
get you a
use it.
little
Hold on,
closer
let
to
me
where
see
you
if I
wanna
can
be
get it
in
back.
life. I would say that's a voice that's worth listening
No,
to.
the chat is
and pretty
disgusting.
global
You're
can
right.
help
Not
you
this
get
chat.
so neat.
This chat. Okay.
How many devs do you have?
Some more conversating goes by. He eventually out of the blue sends this message here.
Well, I'm gonna go do down bad stuff. If you need anything, feel free to DM me, or if another time too.
Oh yeah?
Hmm?
Nothing.
You sure? Almost forgot to add you also.
friend it.
Alrighty, off to down bad stuff I go.
Like what?
Oh, off, because I'm kind of really right now. LOL.
Oh yeah?
Any other
Okay, so this is a 21-year-old talking to a minor, I believe. Well, I know it's a minor, but I don't know. I can't remember what he said, if he was 11 or 14. Gross. Doesn't matter. He's 21.
questions?
I don't know.
Ah, so you're an indirect type. LOL. You want me to make the plays? I can send you something. But before I do, I at least need to know if you are cool with that.
If you want.
And he sent a you-know-what type of photo. And
Oh,
the very
great.
next day, I arranged a call between him and a girl to sound like this decoy.
Hello? Yeah. How's your development going? It's going well. Can I see what you've been working on? Sure. I can probably show you a little bit. So, just recently we made the dash. This is Frisk's Barbie Shop, is what the development team called it. These are
Frisk's
VFX for
Barbie
bones
Shop?
and stuff.
Over the next half hour, he shows us a pretty large game that he and his team of developers have been working on.
Okay, so something that you need to know about Roblox, which I think is brilliant in theory. One of the things that's important to remember is that Roblox itself is a social media platform, okay? And it's essentially blank. And inside they have Roblox Studio, and what you can do is you can go in and you can build all sorts of games, which is genius, because then the Roblox builds the platform, the creators build the games, and then every time a user signs in, they have a new game, they have a new experience, and it's always new and it's always fresh. The problem is these types of people, these types of developers go into these games and they build these predatory games inside of the platform. And that's an issue, because if it's Roblox's platform, then it is Roblox's responsibility to keep these children safe. And when you build a platform specifically for children, Roblox was specifically built for children, and adults started getting on it, you have a responsibility to these kids. End of story, period.
It has scripting, maps, and a whole idea mapped out. Him and this team as developers have been clearly putting a lot of time into this game, and it's really sad to see him throw it all away.
When guns do that much for you, do you get paid at all?
In this case, it'd be passion. So when we start actually getting like Robux for this stuff, yeah, people will be paid.
That's the other thing he talks about, Robux. A lot of the developers can get on here and they can build these games, and then if the games end up going viral, like they would on, another platform, such as you can go viral on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, they'll get what's called Robux, and then you can go to an exchange and exchange out your Robux for real money. And some of these developers, minimal. It's kind of like YouTube or TikTok in that way, where minimal people have gone viral, but some people have made millions. But the other thing is Roblox has these developers build these games inside of Roblox, and then if they do make any money, I believe Roblox takes about 70%, where the developers take 30%. It's genius. It's genius.
None of these developers were paid anything. They did it simply because they liked his ideas.
Cool. Tomorrow, if you want to talk about our downstairs, I hate to cut it, but I have to go.
Sleep well.
Okay, bye-bye.
Got you.
How did he not know that's not a girl? I don't know.
This is Alex Rosen, the person who caught EDP-445. He's a predator hunter who has traveled all across the United States and is responsible for over 33 convictions of real-life predators.
Wow.
Imagine being able to
That man's a hero. That man is a hero.
build anything. Just by
33
thinking about
convictions?
it. Meet Base 44.
Okay.
A complete
And I had reached
You know what? I mean, why Roblox? Listen, if I was Roblox, I would be like, you know what? I'm not banning these guys from the platform. I'm hiring you onto my team to catch these people and ban the real predators from this platform.
out to him about a totally unrelated predator that me and my team were trying to catch. We were getting very close to arranging this catch, and almost all of our attention was focused on trying to make sure that happened. So we kind of put this guy on the back burner for a minute. Alex was arriving in Florida to catch some predators first thing in the morning. He was only there for one single day, which was in less than 8 hours. The predator had shown us his true colors, and he was
Let's see. I'm busy. Would you want... Oh, great. With who? Another girl your age, 13. So I believe this person is 21. He works with quite a few different teams. He has his own channel. If you know what it is, do me a favor and DM it to me. I'd love to check it out. That's amazing. This is a not minor, okay? This is an adult talking to a minor. We're talking 13 years old.
Genuinely one of the most evil people I've ever seen on the internet, and he got suspicious of the decoy last minute.
Not sure if I really want to
Staring
go.
at the account at midnight, I had received a notification.
Now, if you guys don't know these sounds, all of this is, it seems, happening on Discord. Those are Discord notifications. So this is happening off platform.
Hey.
Hey. How are you?
I was looking to like play games for that. I found like Psycho. I haven't played it yet. It's like a condo game.
Yeah, I'm trying now.
Huh? Yeah, we're still have a timer too, so we just got to wait it out.
So this is an adult playing with a minor is what we're
Oh,
watching
yeah.
right
What
now.
other games do you play?
Don't really play a whole lot of Roblox. Just kind of hang out. I would play sometimes. I like to listen to.
You made it to floor 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, near the end when you make it to that one outhouse, you kind of have to like pay attention. You don't have flickering of the lights anymore, so it's kind of just like listen for when rush is coming.
Yeah, suck at doors.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll always think I suck at though.
And is that so?
Yeah.
You know, it's fine to suck sometimes. When the morphs just like turn on randomly.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go to the bedroom?
Oh, alright.
You go first.
Who is that?
Hey, you're not in any trouble, nothing like that, but I really want to like talk to you about like what you tried doing here. How old did this account say it was to you? And how old are you?
22.
You know what
13 and 22.
you did was like a crime, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm gonna make a group chat. Can you join this voice call?
Sure.
Hey,
Okay, one of the dumbest criminals we've ever met. Like the fact that he's like, you might have you've committed a crime, and he's like, yeah, sure, and just doesn't like X out immediately. What?
if you mind me asking, what state are you from?
What's it called? From Atlanta, Georgia.
Holy crap. Alex Rosen told me the day prior he was traveling up the East Coast, and that would most likely mean he was going through Atlanta, Georgia. Thing is though, how could I possibly convince this guy to meet up with Alex? I had just confronted him on Roblox with a Chris Hansen skin.
That's what I thought that was. If that was Chris Hansen. Oh my God.
The person he was talking to this whole time was a decoy we had set up. What I needed was for him to trust me again. This was going to be a real challenge, but before I could even get to that, I needed to confront him on what he had done. What was it? You're 22 years old? That's
yeah.
8-year age gap. 8 years. I mean, like, think about back when you were years old.
Hi,
I
Medell.
understand what you mean, and I agree with you.
What do you mean by understand what I mean?
Meaning that I understand what you were saying, and I understand that, you know, what I'm doing currently is wrong.
Are you a
Not intentionally.
Are
It's
you
more of
attracted to children?
Not intentionally. And to be honest with you, I don't think anybody's intentionally a PDF file. I think that there are people who are attracted to children, and I think that there are people who can't, they're just built that way. I don't think anybody intentionally comes out and is like, you know what? I'm going to be into kids. I don't think it works like that, which is one of the biggest issues. They are into children, which is why I personally don't believe in reform for people who are child predators.
No, thank you. No, not exactly, no.
Bro really said not exactly.
I was that, like, 14, 15-year-old, and I was around so many individuals that would mold me, pretty much just their puppet, you know? And it's just our responsibility now to keep those kids safe.
I saw your district, bro. I mean, sitting out to is just, I mean, that's a crime. You are aware of it, like.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, we don't want to scare the guy, so let me go ahead.
Cereal tastes
You don't want
better
to
with
scare him. I mean, the fact that he sent. Did I see Skeeter Jean also goes with him as well? I don't know who that is. So he sent explicit pictures to a child.
Now
that is a crime.
Creamy,
that
fresh
is
frozen
a
custard mixed with
crime.
Lucky Charms.
Go ahead and say something that's gonna pull it back. Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
What?
No, what's better, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
Personally, I don't really prefer Popeyes. I prefer Chick-fil-A. It's not that I'm.
Chick-fil-A too, but like, come on, Popeyes, bro. Like,
Well, there's like good deals there.
They do have good deals.
16-piece family box. You get 3 sides.
Okay, I just completely derailed the conversation, but things are actually starting to look weirdly good. The Predator was rarely talking, but now we have him saying full-on conversation. And John started asking him about his game development.
So what's going on in this game, bro?
Southeast Texas.
Okay, so there's not really like a full-on game you got here. It's just more like.
You got a lot of maps and stuff too.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I see it right now, Chad.
So you 3D model or no? Your friends? Your friends at that?
What's it called? Friends of mine.
Got it.
And then in typical John Roblox fashion, says the most outrageous thing ever.
Okay, well, deal up. What about this, bro? We 1v1 in this game, and if you beat me, I will not tell Devrel about all you did wrong.
He sent him the link, and it really was on. Okay. John knew he could not lose to a Predator, and he wasn't. That's why he made
Chad,
such
do me a
bold
favor and
bet.
send me a DM about it, and I'll take a look at it.
Okay, I'll use a scar too, bro.
It got to a point where John literally had to go easy on him. You got John. Oh, okay. Oh.
All right, I don't understand how this has anything to do with it. But
bro, it's not looking too hot for you.
So they're playing games with him? Like, I'm confused as to what.
Gotta pick up a slack dog.
Oh my god, that was correct. That's crazy.
Well, it's not looking too hot for you. It's not looking too hot for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yes, Medell. So that's what we're talking about today. That's also what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow in my long form video, is the fact that there are a lot of predators on this platform, and the big question surrounds what is Roblox Corporation doing to protect these kids?
I'm gonna report this case to Devrel. I mean, sorry, bro. It's just, you did lose.
And then I said something stupid without even thinking. I think I got a 1v1 him. I haven't played Rivals in quite a minute. I'm not even at home right now, and I don't even have my setup. I'm on a plastic keyboard. I cannot get caught losing to a Roblox Predator. So I had to lock in for the craziest 1v1 of my life.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose against a Predator. It's crazy.
I can't. I literally can't.
If you lose, dog, disrespect. Major disrespect, dog.
Oh,
okay.
You almost died.
I was
like almost halfway.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, Schlep, you're fucked, bro.
Wait, is Schlep losing?
Roblox is being sued. Roblox is being sued by a ton of different people, which is why I'm bringing this up now, because they got a lot of lawsuits against them.
I won.
Oh wait, dog, are you for real?
No.
Bro, he has 200 narrative on you. What the fuck are you doing, dog?
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna win.
How am I gaining now?
Oh my god, Schlep. Oh my god.
Dude, you were actually
John, you almost made me lose it.
You almost made me lose. You made yourself lose, dumbass. You suck.
No, man, John is really throwing me off, but I gotta keep this energy going.
You're dog, dude. You were a wash. What the game, dog?
Are you sure?
Yeah, he took most of your shots over there. He has more health than you.
Oh my god,
you
do it.
Gotta be ashamed of yourself, dog. You let him win? Damn, bro.
Well,
We are not the traditional.
Oh my god. I watched another video about this the other day.
Unconventional.
Oop.
And my Wix website really has to capture the same magic.
I watched another video about this the other day, and I was like, I think that this is what I want to watch, but I think we're watching the wrong video.
Kind of lost
but
a
that's
point to
fine.
a Roblox Predator, but it's not over just yet, okay? It's just one, and I can easily make a comeback, right?
Thank you, Medell.
It wasn't 5 hours, 5-1. You suck. You're garbage. Shut up.
Since I didn't want to be the only one to lose a point against a Roblox Predator, I had my editor go against him, and I kind of said this. I can't believe I'm like slightly rooting for the Predator. Oh,
What the
God.
f*** did you just heard? Slightly rooting for the Predator is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the one on trial here, and that was crazy hearing.
What's that, dude?
John ended up having to leave after this, and he went out with quite a bag.
Oh, wait, Dio, I got a question, actually. What do you think of this? So, I do a game myself, and I was wondering to get your opinion on this. This boss design. Do you think it's cool or something? I'm personally a big fan of it. He is very known. Our player base loves him. What do you think about this boss design? Is this the thing that would suit you?
Oh, that looks fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh my God, dude, come on.
You want to know his name?
Dude, you can't
I'm
keep
Cook,
walking
ain't I? Let me guess. It has something to do with Predator, huh?
Take a look at the name, buddy.
Oh my god.
After John left the call, I had realized something. This Predator now trusts us. He was playing games with us. He was conversating, having a good time. Heck, he was even getting in on the Predator jokes. The first 2 parts of my plan are done, but he just seems so far away from our goal. The totally impossible goal of catching him in real life. Now, a very key detail. I'd asked Alex in relation to this other Predator we were
Yeah, I guess he told the Predator that if he won, that he wouldn't like tell on him. And then I don't. This is not the video that I had planned on watching, but you know we're committed to the bit, so this is what we're gonna finish watching. I don't know. There was another video that I wanted to watch.
We were trying to catch, that if we could theoretically get his address, would he be able to meet up with him in real life? Alex told me yes, but there needs to be concrete evidence.
Hold on, let me see something. I'm gonna pivot here for a second because this is not what I wanted to watch. There was a specific, and the reason that I wanted to watch it was because I don't know if you guys know who Cinnamon Toast Ken is, but I saw it come up on his, and I saw that he went over to Schlep and they were talking about how, you know, it was with Chris Hansen, and then, you know, I wanted to hear what the Roblox, here it is. Roblox Take a Seat featuring Chris Hansen. Is that what I wanted to watch? Yes, I think that was it. That's the one that Cinnamon Ken reacted to. I tried to go into his description box and he didn't have it down in the description box, so I wasn't able to really find it. And so what I found really fascinating was some of the things that the Roblox CEOs had to say. So I thought that we could react to it ourselves. Let me see what I can do here. I wonder if this is
something bad has happened to Mom. I need you to.
Roblox is a place where we filter all the text in the voice, where we monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that might happen from that.
I want to start off by saying that we all want to keep Roblox
Here we
safe.
go.
We share this view, and we know that there's members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what? We welcome this sort of dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight we have always had safety as one of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for the law or legislation. We've innovated with age estimation.
Okay, I don't need all of this. I just need.
Anybody go donate to this?
Wishing Schlep the man, I'm frustrated.
Roblox has just lost $12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against me. Just for context, I'm someone who's gotten...
Okay, yes, that's what it was. Okay, so we're on the right video now. We had to pivot a little bit. So Roblox has put a cease and desist against Schlep, and then also they had banned him, I think, permanently from the platform for doing what he's doing. And in this video, they're going to talk a little bit more about it, but also we're going to be able to hear from the CEOs themselves, and that's really what I wanted to talk about.
6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That loss, though, isn't on me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issues, Roblox has doubled, tripled, even quadrupled down. They've put out statements after statements painting me and my team as reckless vigilantes while claiming that their platform is safe, when it absolutely is not. People are just seeing through this, and that's why a huge movement has started online called Free Schlep. It's been trending everywhere. Multiple members of Congress...
Chad, you can just send them to me if you want to on Instagram or TikTok. I can get DMs. or like Blue Sky or Threads. You can send them over to me.
Have now called out the company's child abuse problem, and the Attorney General of Louisiana has filed a giant lawsuit against the company for, and I quote, prioritizing user growth.
Yep. Prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. So they are currently getting sued by the Attorney General of Louisiana.
Revenue and profits over child safety. The day after the Attorney General's lawsuit was filed, Roblox's market value dropped by $12 billion.
And as Cinnamon Toast Ken covered this on his channel, they went back and they looked at it. Stocks are back up. People bought low, and now they're back up high. So, you know.
Response, the company scrambled to roll out new policies targeting the very not safe for work games featured in the lawsuit and my videos. Like, for instance, bathroom simulators. Mind you, the community has been calling out these games for years now. But still, even after everything, instead of...
So that's the thing, is predatory behavior. I was talking to my sister, and predatory behavior has been on Roblox forever. Forever.
Removing these blatantly inappropriate experiences.
And when people have, inside of the Roblox community, have complained about it. Ooh, I gotta move my chair. When people in the Roblox community have complained about it, Roblox didn't do anything. Roblox tends to, in my opinion, not do anything until, you know, the word becomes bigger or the news gets a hold of it, or, you know, anything like that, which is bothersome. Because then it really looks like you don't give a shit about the kids on your platform. You only you only care about the look of your platform, and you're only doing something when, you know, the fire gets too hot.
Roblox simply slapped a 17+ label on them. They also launched a ban wave against some of the worst games they've knowingly hosted for years. Games that have led thousands of children to
Right, that's the thing. Is now they're like, oh, we've banned these games. These games have been live for a long time.
Being extorted, and worse. Roblox's actions are nothing more than damage control for the problems they've allowed to fester when the entire community was screaming at them to fix these problems. And the community saw that killing the messenger was an act of war. Shortly after these changes, Roblox released a video so bad that it was community noted on Twitter twice. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, Matt Kaufman, the chief safety officer of Roblox, and Eliza Jacobs, the senior director of product policy, did a 45-minute tech talk. Most of this is just corporate jumbo, but they go ahead and respond directly to their vigilante policy. Before I show this, I want you to remember, I'm the only person that Roblox has targeted with this vigilante policy that they just created. Not even my team was moderated or given any legal letter. I've begged for a clear line and even offered...
Not only that, but they... he wasn't warned. How can you just get banned from a platform without being warned? Like, a lot of times it's like, oh, like on TikTok, I think you have a certain amount of strikes. On YouTube, you get a certain amount of strikes. Yeah, and they probably make money from these. Exactly. That's a great point, Emily. By having them on the Winbush. Hi, everybody say hello to Winbush. Winbush is a friend of ours here. But they probably make a ton of money off of these people being on the platform. And it's disgusting. You made a platform geared towards children. Their safety is your responsibility.
To keep much of my work private to help, and I'm no way obligated to do that, but instead they went straight after me, moderating my accounts and sending a cease and desist before I could even react to the policy.
Right, so that's the other thing. So on YouTube you get 3 strikes, on TikTok you get a certain amount of strikes, on, I don't know about any other platforms, but if you get enough you know, strikes on a platform, then you're out. So for them to just go and permanently ban Schlep without any of those, and then be like, oh, we have you know, a vigilante. Oh, we have a vigilante policy now. It's like, so you're using him as the example. You're setting him as the example. But here's what I don't understand, okay? Let's just talk about this for a second. You have a guy on your platform who is, and one of their biggest issues is he's acting as a child to talk to these predators to get them offline, okay? You have people acting as children to get children offline. And this is the person that you make a public spectacle of? That's a weird choice. It's a weird choice.
policy. And let's be clear about one thing. I'm not a vigilante. That means I'm taking the law into my own hands. We work with law enforcement, which is why we have arrests. Roblox refuses to say my name because they'd have to acknowledge those arrests. But make no mistake, they're responding to the outrage, which is about me and
which is a great point. He is doing what he's doing, and he's working with law enforcement. I'm confused as to where the issue is here. Is the issue that he's acting as a child and taking these predators offline, or is the issue that he's drawing attention to the fact that Roblox, in my opinion, knowingly allows predatory behavior on their platform?
Underway. Find out if you qualify.
Can't be both.
This is what they had
I want to change. This is going a little fast for me. I want to change it back to normal speed.
to say about it. They first start off the interview by talking about how vigilantes started out as a good thing.
Both inside of Roblox, and I think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe. And you know what? We welcome them in part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer. And we have members of the community.
See, and I disagree with that. And and I'll stop this. I haven't watched this to go on. So, maybe they'll touch on what I want to touch on. But the thing is if you want to keep the community safe and you want to keep the community a part of it, then why have you been ignoring their complaints for so long? The bathroom games, the condo games, the predatory behavior, the allowing children to be, taken offline to places like Discord or Snapchat, and you're not doing anything about it until, again, the fire gets too hot, and you're not taking anybody into consideration when it comes to the actual community who sits and loves Roblox.
And these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And we paid really careful attention.
This statement is just laughably hilarious. If Roblox is really paying attention, then what about when my mom emailed you guys about my own shooting case? What did you do then? Nothing.
Whoa. Hold on, I'm trying to grab chat at the same time. It's a choice that shows exactly what I need to know. I don't believe him, not even close, even a little bit. I gotta tell you, this is all PR. So hold on, what did he just say? Because I was trying to read that. His mom reported his own case?
What about when my mom emailed you guys about...
When my client attempted blank and was hospitalized, his mother contacted Roblox seeking help, said Martin D. Good, founding partner at SGGH. Quote, Roblox was unresponsive until she threatened legal action. Only then did they engage, and only to claim the abuse happened on another platform, despite the predator being a contracted Roblox developer who the company promoted at events. Unquote. Okay.
About my own shooting case. What did you do then? Nothing. Actually, you kept paying the guy for years afterward until you were literally forced to do something about it. If what Roblox was claiming was actually true, them listening to the community, why are the biggest content creators leaving your exclusive YouTuber program in protest of how you're moderating your platform? And I'm gonna actually bring up something later in this interview.
Great. I think that is phenomenal because that's one of the biggest things that these YouTubers can do. They can take their influence. They can take, you like my sound effects? I love them. They're my favorite. I got to add more. But they can take their influence. They can take their community, and they can, in a sense, weaponize it against Roblox. But people who use their platforms for good, we stand. We stand. Round of applause.
To show you how much of a joke this is. This here is Meep City, one of the most controversial games on Roblox. Precraft, one of the largest Roblox YouTubers, joined this game and within 4 seconds was exposed to not safe for work content. The community has been complaining about this game for almost a decade now, but Roblox has still continued to leave this game up and platform it. CEO
and why?
David Bazooka,
because it's one of the biggest games. It's one of the biggest games that draws people in, and it doesn't matter if it's children. It doesn't matter if it's PDF files. As long as it brings these people money, that's all that they're interested in.
Yuki mentions this game by name, and here's their philosophy on this.
You know, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say, take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. Can you share, like, why should that be up? Should that be down? Like, what's up?
I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And one thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not
imagine bringing
Sorry. I got to figure out how to not get ads.
in your side project.
Oh, I didn't realize. You guys could still hear that when I turned my sound down. Sorry. Hold on. I want to hear what she has to say. So she says we want to protect our developers by not moderating
them for the behavior of their users.
How is this a crazy?
Okay. That's a crazy answer because you literally have Roblox Studio. Oh yeah, I got to buy YouTube Prime. You have Roblox Studio inside of Roblox. You are actively giving these people the tools to build these types of games, and then you're giving users inside of your platform things that they could use to be and act on predatory behavior. Listen, there is always going to be disgusting people on the internet. Why? I don't know. I don't prey on kids, okay? That could never be me. Could never, will never. But you give these people the tools to utilize, and then you're like, but we don't want to, we don't want to moderate our developers. We don't want to moderate them. We don't want to moderate, and the users. This is the user's fault. Okay. So take away the features that they can use on your platform to be predators.
Math problem. This is so simple. The creator of this game wants these people in their game. How is this even controversial? The developer is giving the tools to the player to make this inappropriate content. And
the developer is giving the tools to the player to make this inappropriate content. Take away these tools. It would create more jobs if moderated. Yeah. Get more moderators. You're a billion-dollar company. And the thing is Roblox is actively... Hold on. I want to show you guys something. I just want to show you something. If I'm a mother who has no idea what Roblox is, okay? I have no idea. I go on there and I'm like, oh, what is Roblox? Okay? Let me see. I go on Roblox and I see, just show me a freaking picture, would ya? Okay, let's go here. I see this, or I see this, or I see this, right? This one. Wow, this looks fun. I see this. I see this. This to me looks like a game that my child plays. That's it. That's it. This looks like a fun little game for little kids. You advertise it this way on purpose. You advertise it in a way powering imagination. And then you're like, oh, it's an interactive platform, actually. Now, and don't get me wrong, should parents allow children to be having unfiltered, unrestricted access to the internet? Absolutely not. Should you always know what they're doing? Should you always know what they're playing? Absolutely. But when you market it like this on an app or a tablet or something like that, and you don't allow the parents to get a good understanding of what the game is, in my opinion, this is false advertising. This is a social platform for both children and adults, and you should let people know that up front. But instead, you're like, this is a safe game for kids where, empowering imagination. They're just going to build cool stuff and like be these cool Roblox characters. But also, we're going to allow on adults who can, build characters like this, but with dicks. I have to tell you, there is a mom on a in one of the things that I talked about tomorrow. There is a mom who came up against Roblox, and she put up the screenshots of her 7-year-old child's character getting assaulted on the platform in real time. And I was like, oh, what are these screenshots? And I looked at them. I cannot put them on my platform. Please go Google them. Please go Google them. They are disgusting. They are graphic. And it's like, why does this exist? Why is something like this allowed to exist on your platform when you are hosting children? You are advertising for children. You are hosting children. And then you're like, well, but what do I do with my hands? Fucking idiots. Roblox, let me just tell you something. Roblox will never get my money. Roblox will never see my children. Not that they care. Please spreading the word. So many parents have no idea. I have 2 little ones, never allowed to play. Now, here's the thing. Logan, I have to tell you, there are some people who are like, we play Roblox with our kids. That's awesome. I love that. I love that you are interactively interested in something that they want to do and you're on the platform. That is responsible. That is absolutely responsible. However, Roblox does not advertise it that way. They advertise it as, oh, these kids are just having a good time. Because somebody was like, well, it's not Roblox's fault. Like, I get on there as a parent. Absolutely. Absolutely. And as a parent, you should always know what your kids are doing. But it is also a company's responsibility to fairly and accurately advertise what this is. What this is. I had a conversation with a mom. So my daughter tells me, my daughter's 5, and I'm talking about Roblox. And my daughter's 5, and she goes, Mom, I played Roblox. And I said, where did you play Roblox? And she goes, at so-and-so's house. And I go, okay. Well, they're my neighbors. And I talked to her and I said, hey, do you let your kid play Roblox? And she goes, yeah, but there's like a Roblox app where you can build things and you can't actually talk to people. I think it's just like a Roblox. It's specifically a Roblox game. And I said, okay. She goes, why? What's up? And I said, do you know that Roblox itself is a social media platform? And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, you can get on there and you can, talk to people and you can talk to strangers. And I had taken some screenshots of when I was in gameplay about 2 weeks ago. And I showed it to her and she goes, oh my God. And I go, yeah. Yeah. And she goes, yeah, well, he won't be playing Roblox. He can play this like Roblox simulator or whatever. You know how they have like those off games on the apps and stuff? But she's like, no, he is not allowed to play actual Roblox and will now not be able to play Roblox. But that's the thing. Had she known that this was an interactive gaming platform where other people can chat with your child, she could, it's your responsibility to allow me as a mother to make an informed decision. Period. I was just about to write this. My sister didn't know my nephew ASD loves world building, but she had no idea what he was doing. How does the company not track this stuff? Thank you. Because they don't want to, because they don't have to, because money. Because money. Is it not our moral responsibility as humans to protect the children? Medell, one would think so. But if they did, my channel wouldn't exist. So, you know, everybody wins, I guess. Yes, it is our responsibility to... Where's a good place for me to put my chat? Literally nowhere. My chat is just, ugh. But yes, it is. It is. And if you are... Bye, Chad. Have a great day. If you are going to build a platform specifically for children, you're going to advertise it to children, and you're going to host children, then their safety needs to be number one. And it's not. And that's the problem.
That is the problem with Roblox. Roblox turns a blind eye unless the developers are blatantly making not safe for work games. And even then, it is still on the line if Roblox will take action. Roblox might have just went back on their word regarding Meep City. This game had every inappropriate feature removed from it pretty much overnight. It's unknown if Roblox made Alex Neutron, the creator of Meep City, do this, but either way, it shows the public pressure is working. Games that Roblox is doubling down on are folding, so that's why it's really important to keep speaking up about this.
Then we saw something change. What we saw is that some of these groups started engaging with the community in ways that violated our policies. And so let me explain what that means. They would go and create accounts on Roblox, claiming to...
Okay, if there's one AI...
Bacon sizzling with facts. One day I'll get YouTube Premium, but I'm poor.
to be a child.
Roblox keeps repeating...
Okay. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what he just said, okay? He just said they violated our policy, okay? They are going on the platform and they are pretending to be children so that they can lure predators off the platform and get them in trouble. Logan, thank you for the sub. So, but that's against our policy. Okay. You don't want people acting as children. But you have predators who act as children to lure children off the platform to go over to other platforms. So you have these guys, these vigilantes, right, acting as children to lure predators off the platform to get in trouble by the police. They are calling in. They're not doing it themselves. They're not meeting them in person. They're not driving across the country so that they could do disgusting things to them. And also, I would love to sit down with the CEO and ask him, how do you catch a predator? I'll wait. Because if I, as a 40-year-old woman, were to walk up to one of these people and be like, hey, do you like to do weird stuff with kids? What do you think they're going to say to me? The answer is going to be no. But if I go into Roblox and I act as a 12 or 13-year-old girl, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to talk to me. That's how you catch predators. So instead, which Roblox should be having moderators to make their own sting operations. How are you going to catch predators if you don't act as children? Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to wait until they actually talk to real live children. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Roblox should have a team specifically as young children to siphon out predators. If I was Roblox, the way I would give this man a job, I would be like, you know what? This is a really smart idea. I would take my $1 billion, I would form a division, and I'd be like, go out there and catch all these fucking predators. But instead, Roblox is like, you can't act as a kid on the platform. How do you expect to catch predators then? Because the only way that you're going to catch predators is if they are actually interacting with real live children, which is violating them mentally, violating them emotionally, and perhaps in some cases that we're going to cover, violating them physically.
Repeating this same talking point, that I'm impersonating and pretending to be a child. But here's the reality. You have to pretend to be a child, because if the predators knew they were talking to an adult, that wouldn't even be a crime. You guys seem to be more upset that I'm pretending to be a child than predators are decoys. And if it wasn't our decoys, it would be a real person. It's also worth noting that the FBI, ICAC, and local law enforcement...
Right, that's the thing. If it's not a decoy, then you allow it to be a real child. That's what you're saying. We can't have decoys on the platform, so we have to catch predators after it's too late.
And all use these same exact tactics. Would Roblox be willing to send them a cease and desist too? And their claim that I'm impersonating children is flat out false. Impersonation means I'm stealing the identity of a real child. From the very beginning, we've never used real kids. We don't send pictures of real children, and we create totally new identities where every single photo that's sent is of someone that is of age. The only difference is we tell these people that we are underage. This is flat out a lie, what they're claiming. But what happens next is so wild that the CEO of Roblox cuts off the chief safety officer.
And then they would enter into game servers and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults.
Good.
If you said that you were, move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations.
Good.
And they would try and use those
Good, because if you're not a freak, you don't take the bait. Is my brain... Ugh. What wavelength are we on? Somebody could come into my chat and be like, how old are you? 40. Oh, I'm 13. Good, get out of my chat. I'm for 18 and plus. And even then, I don't...
conversations to simulate.
Matt, is this anecdotal? Because I know we have chat logs for all chat.
You and your dad are in trouble.
Is this anecdotal? They would go in and they would see if they could bait somebody. And then somebody would be like, yeah, kids, cool, man. And let me tell you, I am a proponent of play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
On Roblox and historical records, are you able to kind of...
David totally derails that conversation. That statement is probably the most wild made by Matt Kaufman in this whole interview. To simulate what, Matt Kaufman? Because it's not simulation. These are predators thinking that they're talking to someone that is real, and they a lot of times want to show up in person and do stuff to them in real life. And in my opinion, this shows how little Roblox actually cares about this problem. They can say whatever they want. They can talk about all the new safety features that they're rolling out, but it means nothing if lawsuits are being filed every single week against the company and headlines are making the media about a new horrible situation happening because of this platform. I also want to say how they totally mischaracterize how I run my decoy operation.
I have to say, that's why you feel crazy. They literally don't make sense. Look how unbothered that creeps as CEO is. I have to tell you, from woman to woman, that woman sitting in there and she's like, you're whatever she is, you are the top of this company and you're talking about children's safety, giggling. Are you okay?
Never the first to engage with any of the predators. They always contact our decoy account first.
So we saw these actors, they're pretending to be kids, they're trying to find adults.
Good.
And then what they're doing is they're trying to move the conversation as quickly as possible to other platforms.
Good.
Other platforms that don't have the type of monitoring and policies that Roblox has. And then they were using that activity that happened on other platforms to create situations that they would then video, they would report to the...
You can't create situations if both parties are not a part of it. You can't catch a predator if somebody is not a predator. So the fact that they can move these people offline, acting as if they're children, and then they're not creating situations. These situations are happening because these people are predators.
Police, and then only after would they let Roblox know.
Roblox is accusing me of encouraging adults to talk inappropriately to people they shouldn't. That is not true.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. If somebody came into my chat and they were like, I'm 12 years old. You want to talk about? No, I don't want to talk about anything with you. We are not friends. I am 40. Go find kids' YouTube. Yuck. But there are people who will engage with children, which is why this is happening. And you're blaming the wrong people. You're blaming Schlep. You're not blaming the predators for engaging in this activity. I feel like that Twilight Zone episode where that girl wakes up, but she's really pretty, and then everybody's pigs, and they're all like, oh my God, you're so ugly. And she's like, oh my God. And she's like, I don't belong here. I'm hideous. I have to get out of here. That's me. That's me. I don't have the same brain as these people. We are not the same. The burden of guilt, the burden of guilt does not fall on Schlep. The burden of guilt falls on the predators. Why is this such... I'm so sorry I'm yelling. Thank God for noise gates and limiters on my microphone. I don't understand why this is such a hard concept.
And if it was true, I wouldn't have a single arrest. We present ourselves as a naive kid who doesn't know about these topics. Crimes like this should obviously be reported to law enforcement first, not Roblox. If Roblox is notified before the police, they can delete accounts, tip off the predators that are being investigated, and give them a chance to erase valuable evidence that...
Here's the other thing, though. Roblox's policy specifically states either contact Roblox or contact law enforcement. So he is doing what he's doing and then contacting law enforcement, which is specifically what it states in the Roblox policy. So which one is it? God, I am so pissed. Oh. All right, guys, let's take a breather. All right. We are back. We are back. Breathe in with me, folks. Breathe out with me, folks. As I've told my children, blow out your birthday candles. Okay. They will protect those... Ooh, I'm dizzy now. They will protect those who are giving them money. Exactly. And the adults have the money to give them. I'm doing a short breathing exercise. Breathing time. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
The police need to prosecute. The fact that these predators are on the platform to begin with shows that their safety systems have failed. If Roblox did their jobs, there wouldn't be anybody for us to find. Roblox also claims that I'm moving these players to other platforms, but those platforms are linked directly on Roblox's own site. Roblox has actually even partnered with some of those platforms. They even own a bot on that other platform. Anyone can make an account 13 plus and see social media links on Roblox. And unsurprisingly,
Wait a second.
anyone can make an account 13
Wait a second.
are linked directly on Roblox's own site. Roblox has actually even partnered with some of those platforms. They even own a bot on that other platform. Anyone
So they don't want you moving people to other platforms that they are in fact partnered with. How convenient. How convenient.
Can make an account 13 plus and see social media links on Roblox, and unsurprisingly, people in real life have been abducted because of this feature that Roblox allows. And when they say I'm creating these situations, that's just insulting. I'm not creating situations.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And that's the thing. Even if you could create these situations as a child, that's like people who are like, you know, the 11-year-old, let's say, hypothetically speaking, an underage child came up to you and was like, hey, I'm going to initiate whatever this behavior is. It is on you as the adult to say, no, thanks. I'm out of here. I got to go. Where's your mom? You're in timeout. I have to leave. It is on the adult to act responsibly. Again, telling Schlep that he is creating these situations. If these people weren't predators, they wouldn't be getting into them. I'm mad again.
Predators are trying to grab people within your community.
And there's a bunch of issues in here. Number one, the violation of our policies about being honest about how old you are. Number two,
I need something to punch. Honesty about how old you are. So then what in turn are you doing about the people who get online, who are lying about their age to harm actual children? What are you doing about it? I am allowed to be mad. To be honest with you, I idle at mad. I idle at pissed off all the time. Must be my Aries moon.
moving conversations off platform. And number three, waiting to tell Roblox when they identified violative behavior.
That's not your policy! It's not. You know what? Hold on. I know it exists because I put it in my long form video. Where it is? Where is it? Ba, 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 ba. Let me see. I need to find it. Child safety. Our approach to child safety. Let's read this together. Okay. I have never been so invested in a live stream. Emily, thank you. Why am I so small? What happened? I think the camera lost me because I'm angry. The camera's like, wait, I can't find you. Hold on. Why am I so small? All right. All right. Hold on. There I am. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Proactive communication monitoring. To promote a safe environment, we currently moderate all text-based conversations on Roblox. Do you? How do you do that? How do you do that? Because if you actively moderate all text-based conversations on Roblox, there wouldn't be people allowed to go offline and, talk to these children. These messages are not encrypted, allowing us to monitor communications effectively. Then why are children being groomed and assaulted? Okay. We use automated tools to review and block inappropriate content in text chats before others can see it, which is partially true. But, if you say words, right, that are sexually explicit, it comes up as like a little star in the chat. You know what? We should play Roblox one time just to see. But we were in there and they were like, ABC to do it. Sit on my lap, whatever. You don't think they're going to get around that? Voice conversations are not filtered. While voice communications are not filtered, they are monitored, and we apply nudges. In addition, we have a dedicated team focused on proactively identifying and removing exploitative content, disrupting attempts to disseminate it, cooperating with valid law enforcement requests, and engaging. Okay, I just want, where does it say? We explicitly prohibit behavior such as bullying, harassment, scamming, and any includes sexual conversation, violence, in accordance with our community standards. Where is it? Standards. Okay, safety. We want to threats, bullying, harassment. Okay, harmful speech or other real world events. Okay, where is it? Okay, so this is what you, but what am I supposed to do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Where is that piece? I forgot where it is. Roblox economy. Damn it, I forgot where I found it. It's in my security, sharing personal information. Misuse, disruptive behavior. Okay, I forgot where I found it. I have it in my notes. Give me 1 second. It does say somewhere where they are supposed to either go to the police or go to the Roblox, report it to Roblox, or go to the police. Not go to Roblox and the police, Roblox or law enforcement. That's exactly what it says. So he's doing exactly what you're asking him to do.
To come and tell us so we could take action.
In Matt Coffin's own words,
come and tell us so we can take action. You want to take action before the police? So wait a second. So what's your action? Because are you going to arrest the predators? Are you going to call law enforcement? What is your action? Is your action just banning them? Because what does that do? Predators who engage in this type of behavior need to be arrested. Period. Dot. What do the people in the UK say? Final stop? Is that what they say? End stop? What is it? I forgot.
Waiting to tell Roblox when they identified violative behavior to come and tell us so we could take action.
And
I am not obligated to tell Roblox shit. If somebody has predatory behavior, I am obligated to tell police. I am not obligated to tell Roblox a goddamn thing.
A goddamn thing.
Matt Coffin's own words in articles about vigilantes, he said law enforcement officials are best positioned to investigate potential crime.
Would you look at that? Law enforcement professionals are best positioned to investigate potential crimes. So if Schlep takes these guys off platform and he gets them to engage in predatory behavior, which they would not engage in if they were not predators, and then goes to the police and the police can investigate that, I'm confused. This is in your own little bylaws here.
Crime. So why is he criticizing us for going to the police first? And
Thank
it's not
you.
like we're not even reporting these things to Roblox. We do. We give Roblox the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. They have the first chat log till the very end where they're in handcuffs. And we have numerous fully documented instances where Roblox refused to take action until after we released videos that got millions of views. Also, waiting to tell Roblox in general is a policy violation? If you were on Roblox and went straight to the authorities instead of reporting it to Roblox first, could you technically be violating Roblox's terms of service?
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking.
They care about children. And it's clear, in my opinion, that you don't.
We're putting our community at greater risk.
How?
And we're violating
puts your community at great risk? Actual people who are predators.
Of our policy.
He says I'm putting the community at risk. Roblox even went as far to accuse me and my team of being similar to predators. Think about that. They're implying I am
Hold on. What does that say?
Me and my team of being similar to predators. Think about
Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them off the platform to have sexually explicit conversations, which is against our terms of use. Are we fucking serious right now? Are we serious? The fact that you are putting Schlep, a person who is trying to catch someone who exhibits predatory behavior, in the same place as an adult who impersonates a minor to do something heinous to a minor. Roblox, I need to know how you are a billion-dollar company and you don't have a fucking PR person. Oh my God. Are y'all okay? Do you have kids? Do any one of these three idiots have kids?
about that. They're implying I am preying on predators. So to Matt Kaufman and David Bazooki, I'm very sorry for preying on the predators of your platform and getting them arrested and put in handcuffs, because I didn't ever want to see kids go through what I went through.
These actors that were coming on the platform, they were reaching out to dozens and dozens of people, and the vast majority of those people were not responding to those engagements, and frankly were harmed in that process.
I'm going to show you this predator.
How are they harmed in that process? If somebody's like, I'm 11, do you want to play with me? And I'm on Roblox and I'm like, no, I don't, thanks. And then I just leave. How am I harmed in that process? You know who's harmed in those kinds of processes? Are children. When somebody comes up to them and they're like, I'm also 11. You want to go talk on Snapchat? And then poof, 40-year-old dick pic. What are you guys doing?
I sent a message in the chat and I got this guy messaging me.
Yes, okay, how old are you? I asked him back how old he is, and he says he's older than 18. I tell him I'm years old. Do you mind me being younger? No, not really. If you can keep it a secret between us, though. And he does Predator Strat 101. He asked for my Snap or Discord. And the reason why he's asking for Snap is because the messages delete.
Right.
I tell him Discord, and I get on Discord with him. And
But somehow they're turning this into the fact that Schlep is engaging in this behavior. Or I'm sorry, not engaging in this behavior. He's creating this environment. No, this was predatory behavior from an adult who was creating this environment.
just begin right away.
Throughout that entire process, where did I harm anyone? Because the real harm was Roblox letting this game exist on their platform for years. It only disappeared after Hindenburg, an investment research firm, went ahead and exposed Roblox for hosting this experience. And conveniently, it vanished the moment they showcased this predator catch. Notice as well how I wasn't the one to ask for Discord or Snapchat.
Exactly.
The predator did. These were the sort of people interacting with our decoys, and so many people are becoming victimized from people exactly like this.
They were normalizing policy violations on the platform.
What? Roblox's own algorithm recommends inappropriate items to people. Roblox actively hosts not safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves in this interview.
At Little Spoon,
Jesus. Even sneezes. No, it's usually 3. I usually always have 3 sneezes.
You doubled down on one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate behavior that they've allowed for nearly a decade, and they're really going at me for normalizing policy violations. Absolutely unbelievable.
And the other piece is oftentimes the sort of evidence that was collected, the video evidence, was really difficult to verify, really difficult for us. And if law enforcement had to verify it, then they're talking about subpoenas. And so I think something that sometimes seems obvious to folks in the community really is just much more complicated on the back end.
I'm not.
Tell me how it's complicated. I love when people say, oh, it's complicated. Okay. Well, you're here to do this video, so explain to me then. As a mother who doesn't play Roblox and you are claiming that this platform is safe for my child and you swear that it's safe for my child, tell me then. Tell me, explain to me how it's complicated. I'd love to know. I'd love to know.
Sure how the evidence that I was sending you guys was hard to verify. I sent you guys screen recordings of us scrolling through the entire chat on mobile, and a lot of the stuff that happens is happening directly within Roblox. Like for instance, when Roblox refused to ban this predator, we got arrested in Hawaii, and he was literally talking in-game about planning the meetup in real life on Roblox. With all that being said, I wanted to ask someone who's been working with law enforcement and has been doing predator catching since before I was even born. So I decided to take a seat with Chris Hansen to catch some answers.
Yes!
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm co-founder and correspondent reporter for the True Blue Streaming Crime Network. We do a lot of crime and investigative reporting. Our Takedown series, which exposes...
Chris Hansen doing the Lord's work. You know, it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, his show, you know, he got in trouble because one of the predators ended up unaliving himself. Good. Bye. What? He unalived himself because he got caught because he wanted to be with a 13-year-old girl. And he didn't want to go to jail. Oh, yeah, Emily. Complicated to protect the children, but not when barring. Yeah. Right.
Predators trying to exploit children online, and we also work on a number of documentaries, including this particular project exposing the sort of thing that goes on Roblox.
I wanted to ask you about some of the comments that Roblox has specifically stated about like predator catching. One of the main complaints is pretending to be a child. I want to know your answer. It's kind of obvious, but the importance of using decoy accounts to just find different predators.
Well, we couldn't do it without using decoy accounts.
You cannot do it without using a decoy. You can't. That's why predators go undetected. They don't just come out and they're like, hey, everyone, I like kids. Hello? They don't do that. They wait in the darkness and in silence for when they can prey on the most vulnerable, our children, and not even just our children, but our most vulnerable children. They pick them out. They're very selective about them. You cannot catch predators without decoys. The fact that Roblox did not capitalize off of this and was like, you know what? I think what you guys are doing are good. Let's partner up. You guys go and catch these guys and bring it to law enforcement, clean up our platform. You have the money to do it. Exactly. Thank you. How do you catch criminals? You go undercover. Otherwise, why need police? Because they would just turn themselves in. They'd just go over and they'd be like, Bacon's neighbors are like, what did she just say? All my neighbors know that I'm like online and in live chats. They never ask questions. They're always like, what are you doing? Something silly over there?
In the very beginning, we had an online watchdog group, Perverted Justice, do that work. And now, and for the last several years, it's been members of law enforcement who have posed as children online,
Right.
merely sitting in one of these.
Law enforcement literally acts as children. I remember I was a bartender and there was a girl that came in and she looked underage and she didn't have an ID on her. And she's like, I'm 21. And I'm like, listen, I can't serve you without an ID. And she's like, okay. And she walks out of the bar and then the police come back in and they're like, hey, you passed, whatever. Because you would get in trouble if you would serve somebody underage. So, I mean, and she wasn't underage. She just looked underage, but it doesn't matter. She didn't have her ID. She was also a police officer. This is a decoy. This is what they do. We were just talking about a Perkins operation in the Emmanuel Haro case where you have a cop acting as an inmate so that Jake Haro would tell him, you know, his deepest, darkest secrets. This is what they do.
Areas, and they wait to be approached by somebody who is seeking to exploit children. And then the conversation takes place. It all happens according to the law, and then that gets turned over. Now, I understand that anytime somebody is not with law enforcement, it gives pause to a corporation. It's like, okay, here's this kid. We don't know whether he's following the rules properly. We don't know if he's running this by a lawyer. Maybe you could argue that they just don't want that sort of activity on their...
I don't understand what he needs to run by a lawyer. He's catching someone in predatory behavior, somebody who was sending dick pics to a minor, and then he's calling the police. What do I need a lawyer for? What does he need a lawyer for? I mean, I'm not yelling at Chris Hansen. I'm just yelling because like he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. He's going to the police.
Platform, but you think they'd be more worried about the activity that you're exposing.
That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time.
Let's worry about that, number one, and then you can have a conversation with young Schlep. I mean, if I were the CEO of Roblox, I would make you an ambassador for security. I would get out in front of this thing and do what would be a fantastic promotional move. I'm a little dumbfounded that they haven't figured it out, given that these guys are in the high.
It's not that they haven't figured it out. They're a billion-dollar company. These men are very, very smart. They figured it out, and they figured it out that the predators have jobs and they have money, and they're willing to spend money on this platform to have access to children.
World who invented this stuff in some ways, you know, why don't they get ahead of it and get a young guy on their team?
That's
what I'm doing with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. I learned a long time ago that if you're not listening to the youngest guy or girl in the room, you're missing opportunity. You have to evolve and you have to keep on top of this technology. And
exactly.
You have to bring new ideas into the room to do your job. My job is to expose bad people. You are helping.
I mean, the thing is, I've made it very... What if you can create your own...
What if you could stop talking to me about ads?
Very clear to Roblox since the beginning. Give us a private line. We are open to communicate with you. We want to talk with you guys. We know a lot of these really bad actors, and the first official contact I had with them was the cease and desist letter.
It's horrible from a public image standpoint. I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like you're out there tracking these guys down with, you know, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
Exactly.
One of the major complaints that Roblox had about me was that I was actually going to law enforcement first before sending their report, just so that they would have a start to finish conversation of everything that took place. Did you guys ever reach out to social media sites before this sting goes down?
No, we always go to law enforcement. We work with law enforcement.
Yeah, I don't. If somebody is harassing me on YouTube or somebody is harassing me on TikTok or any other platform and is a personal threat, I'm not going to the platform, because what are you going to do for me? And even then, you can't do anything for me. You can ban them, maybe. Okay, slap on the wrist. I'm going to police. That's what they're there for.
In everything we do. And that is to ensure a successful prosecution. That's why the prosecution rate in these states is, like 99.1%.
Thank you.
Law enforcement first, then they can deal with the corporation. The corporation should be more concerned about reporting what it finds to law enforcement to investigate.
I'm going to read to you a quote from Roblox's corporate blog describing our operations. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate actively approach users and then try to lead them onto different platforms to have really explicit conversations.
What are these sound effects?
We obviously do not talk
to these predators. We don't impersonate real children. Our decoys are, adults.
Well, I think if they're mischaracterizing
How much is
what
it?
you're doing, that's wrong. Based upon what you've said to me, you don't actively bait these guys in terms of making the first approach. You merely set up a profile of somebody who's underage, and you exist in that room until an adult approaches one of your decoys. Then if conversation takes place, they get exposed, and that information gets turned over to law enforcement.
Exactly.
And in many cases,
If somebody is a predator, they will expose themselves and then they will go to law enforcement. I'm still at a loss where the issue lies here.
they do something, and then you report
got my
that
Awala.
both on your platform as a citizen journalist, a young guy working on these stories, and to Roblox to take action as a
Oh, I like that name. I'm a citizen journalist.
corporate citizen.
I thought it was
important.
kind of wild how they compared what we're doing to actual predators.
Well, if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, yeah, that's horrible. This entire project is going to be healthy for Roblox, and it's going to be especially good for users of Roblox, because anything that creates awareness in a dialogue is important.
Yes.
And you need to...
Anything that creates awareness in a dialogue is important. Chris Hansen. People need to understand what is happening on this platform. Again, I will say it again and again and again. When you have a platform that is dedicated to children, where your tagline is something imagination, where all the graphics are dedicated to children, everything is dedicated to children, then you should also be dedicated to children.
Tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line of defense. It's great what you're doing. It's great what I do. And it's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
And yes, he's right. They need to be able to go to their parents. They need to be able to talk to their parents. And actively, a parent needs to understand what their child is doing online. However, my only gripe with that is being an active parent is important. But when I am also advertised what I think is just a game for my kid to just play and build and be this Roblox character, and you're not advertising Roblox as to what it truly is, which is a social platform where people can interact with strangers and adults, that is a problem. I don't think this is a bad idea. I don't think minors should be on social media. My kids won't have social media at all. I don't even know if my kids will have phones. I don't know. It depends. I'll get them a flip phone. I don't know.
Does all this work every day across the country. It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that happens, we have to show parents what goes on here.
Exactly. Thank you.
They have the discussion with kids and say, hey, be careful.
What made you interested into getting into Roblox?
I was personally getting communications on social media saying, you need to look into this, you need to look into this, you need to look into this. And then we saw a big case down in Florida where a guy was arrested in Central Florida for and actually giving them Robux and having them exploit siblings and other. It made headlines down in Marion County, Florida. And so I started digging into it. We had good contacts with that sheriff's department there. And we actually, ironically, just did a predator sting, a takedown sting down there.
Good.
So we started with an interview there. And it turns out that in the same jurisdiction, there was a 10-year-old girl who was exploited on Roblox by a man all the way over in England. And so we interviewed that victim's mother. And, all of a sudden, all these cases started developing, including the lawsuit by the Attorney General of Louisiana.
That's interesting.
Imagine being able to build.
Oh, I don't know why I can't grab that one. Jesse said so many red flags on Roblox. Exactly.
You mentioned Florida because we got an arrest there. We got it in Polk County, and it was a guy who possessed.
Polk County, as you know, is where Sheriff Grady Judd is, and they're very active in this space.
Oh, yeah.
We do work with them as well. First of all, it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this as a younger guy on this particular platform. The fact that you were bullied and preyed upon and advantage of and that it went to the extent it did. It breaks my heart, and this is why we do these investigations. But to see you at your age turn it into a positive and do something about it, I think is incredible and admirable.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
From a guy who's been kicking around doing this for 42 or 43 years now, it's really cool because when I started on television, I was your age. I was 22 years old. So when I see a young person do this kind of work, it's very impressive to me because I know what it takes.
Yeah, I mean,
what Schlep is doing is hero work. He's doing Roblox a favor. If Roblox truly cares about the predatory behavior that goes on their platform, Schlep is doing them a favor.
It's very crazy when you start looking into this stuff. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. It only gets more disturbing the more you see it.
Well, you know, and since we announced that we're doing this documentary and that you are collaborating, I am overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah. I saw a tweet on Twitter. It got like 160,000 likes that you're just even looking into the platform. Because that's the thing. People have known about these issues for so long, but journalists haven't done enough to like really look into it. And now it's starting to break into the world where everybody is starting to start to be aware.
Well, now you're seeing more mainstream, outlets cover it. And look, we have the ability to infiltrate this world because we've been doing it for 21 years. First with To Catch a Predator, and for the last 2.5 years at True Blue, our streaming crime network, with Takedown. So we know how to do this and work with law enforcement. Now, a lot of people can go out and do this stuff independently, but here you are, a good example of somebody who has done the work and given it to law enforcement. And that's the key here.
Exactly. He's not and okay, let's just put this into perspective for a second, okay? Nobody is meeting anybody, okay? Well, I guess they did with that one person. But Schlep is pulling them to an offline platform where they are acting in a way that is bad. And then when they commit a crime, he goes to law enforcement, okay? And Roblox as the platform wants to take that away, but they want to allow then predators to do that same thing to children, but to actually meet these children offline, to actually get these children, to take pictures or do whatever. And they are not the same. Like the fact that they could categorize Schlep and these predators in the same sentence, I have zero words. Zero.
If you expose these guys and, make fun of them and do a Borat kind of thing, like some other content creators, they often don't face the consequences. They don't have to register as a offender. They don't get prosecuted.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, too, a lot of the reason why I have to make this content is because we reach out to Roblox. We give them the emails. We give them all the information. They don't respond until after we publish a video that gets millions of views on YouTube.
Exactly.
It makes me concerned because if we're getting that, what are real victims getting?
Look,
nothing.
I understand a little bit Roblox situation here. What they're trying to do is follow the protocol. When they see something, they are mandated to report that to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which then refers it to law enforcement. And that's good, and they should be doing that. But why they wouldn't also take advantage of information given to them,
exactly,
with a bow around it, as you have done, it's stunning to me that they wouldn't see the opportunity here to be an ally of yours as opposed to somebody who... Right,
but in my opinion, you have to look at it again, which is exactly what the chat has been saying. And the chat has been saying that the predators are adults. They are the ones with the money. They are the ones spending the money on this platform. They are the ones who are buying Robux. And that is what matters, is the bottom dollar. Nothing else matters.
They're making an example of and saying,
for sure.
The rules, banning you. I don't understand that. From a corporate citizen aspect, it doesn't make sense. From a public relations standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
From a PR standpoint, this is a nightmare. And the fact that they could not afford a PR person to help them with this boggles my mind. They were like, you know what? We got it.
And from a justice-seeking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know, and I hope that during the course of this, that I'll get a chance to sit down with somebody at Roblox, and I have a feeling that's going to happen. But I'm going to be posing all of those questions when that interview takes place.
To young people who look up to you and see predators in online spaces, what is the single most important step that they can take to protect themselves?
I would be hesitant to tell people to conduct their own investigations, but I'm adamant that you got to report this stuff to your local law enforcement agency. You got to report it to the service provider. You got to report it to the platform. Hopefully, between those three things, you get some action. I think 15, 20 years ago, law enforcement would be a little overwhelmed by this and say, if you're in a small town, you go to the police department, say this happened, they say, okay, well, I'm not sure how to investigate it. Well, today, every department has the ability to investigate this stuff, and they are very willing to take these cases on.
It's an absolute honor to have Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Jesse. And that's the thing. You're right. There are a lot of overworked, and so they aren't always listening or getting reported. But in this case, they have a real opportunity here. They have a real opportunity to do something great, and they're just squandering it.
Hansen
Sorry.
Featured on this channel. Chris Hansen is flying me out soon to actually feature in his Roblox documentary about exploitation. Ooh. With everything that we've learned so far, one question persists. Why did I get this cease and desist? I'll let this alleged former Roblox...
That is a great question. Why did he get the cease and desist?
Employee answer this question for you.
You have to make a decision.
This is an alleged Roblox employee, in case you guys missed it.
Right? You keep your players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
You might just be thinking this is one alleged Roblox employee. Well, Bloomberg is claiming that 8 Roblox employees told a very similar story to this in 2024. Roblox actively forces victims of the platform into arbitration, a tactic so unethical that platforms like Uber and Lyft actually have policies against doing this. The reason they're doing it is even more outrageous. Because this person received so many benefits from using the platform, he cannot now complain that Roblox is trying to prevent him from seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why.
Wait, what am I hearing?
Roblox actively forces victims of the platform into arbitration, a tactic so unethical that platforms like Uber and Lyft actually have policies against doing this. The reason they're doing it is even more outrageous. Because this person received so many benefits from using the platform, he cannot now complain that
Okay. So because he got benefits, he cannot complain. I don't care if someone hands me $5 million. Okay? If somebody hands me $5 million and then they do something heinous to me, I can absolutely fucking complain. I can absolutely complain. If it's a crime, you can complain.
Roblox is trying to prevent him from seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why.
And that's the thing. Especially when these are children, these kids will continue to grow. They will go through different stages of their lives. They will relive these moments over and over and over again. They will go on to know children. They will go on to have children, and they will relive these over and over and over again. Life-altering harm. Life-altering harm. But you're just not allowed to complain about it because you got benefits on the platforms.
I personally care so much about this problem.
Who's been offered free
Roblox, just know they don't care, but you'll never get my money. You'll never see my children. And Schlep, if you ever come across this video, please keep doing what you're doing. Please keep doing what you're doing. We stand by Schlep. We stand Schlep on this channel. Don't ever let me down, Schlep. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, I thought this was an ad.
Seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why I personally care so much about this problem.
Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate in the game? Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay, loads of you.
I've seen a lot of corruption in big tech, but I've never seen a company harm this many young people at the scale Roblox has. They can say whatever they want about safety or try to discredit me, but the arrests and their response to those arrests speak louder than any PR statement that they could possibly make. This isn't just about moderation. The rot goes all the way up to the CEO, a man whose vision includes adding dating to this platform and
Shut the fuck up right now. What? You're lying. You're lying. You want to put dating on a children's Make a separate platform. You have billions.
defending predatory games like Meep City. It's not even negligence, it's his literal philosophy. The narrative around Roblox needs to change. People have to understand what this platform actually is. Share what's happening, talk about it. Make sure your friends, parents, journalists, and lawmakers know how deep these problems run. Call your congressman and tell him he won't stand by while Roblox puts children in danger. I've been sounding the alarm for over a year as a whistleblower, and Roblox's leadership has tried to silence me. What needs to happen is David Baszucki needs to sit in front of Congress under oath, and he needs to explain why so many people have been abducted and abused on his platform, and why his company is choosing profits over safety.
All right, well, we'll be subscribing to Schlep. First and foremost, if you guys get a chance, go to Schlep's channel, subscribe. I'm sure we'll see more videos from him. I'm so glad that we made that pivot. What a phenomenal video. Okay. Let's talk. The fact that they are going to, or the fact that they banned Schlep and they're painting him, as the same as one of these predators is disgusting. It's very clear, in my opinion, that they don't care. They don't care. They care about the people that make them money. They care about the people that bring them money. They started this off as a children's platform where children could use their imagination and build things, and they market it as a children's platform, and they market it as a game, and they, market it so that parents, in my opinion, don't really understand what it is. Yeah. They're in on it. I think that's great. Yeah, Darvo. But yeah, they're in on it. They're in on it. And I think if the predators are on the platform and the predators are giving them money and making them money, then they don't care. What do they care? It's not their kids, right? I just don't understand when you get to a place where like your morality is just like, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? And if any of those people were to be in there and have children and still be able to act the way that they do and talk the way that they do, how? How are you okay with this? I guess if your kids are benefiting from it. Anyways, that's the stream for today. You guys have been great. Thank you. We watched the wrong video at first, but we got it right the second time. So thank you guys very much. You guys are always great. Remember, we are vertical live stream every Monday, horizontal live stream every Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be September 11th. Oof, Remembrance Day. So, but tomorrow my Roblox video will be out at 12 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, other than that, I'll be doing shorts and I'll be in the chat. Emily, welcome. Let's give a round of applause to all of our newbies. We had some newbie subscribers here. It's nice to have you guys. It's always nice to have these discussions. On Mondays, we talk about more less serious things. On Wednesdays, very serious things. And on Thursdays. Oh, and also too, on Thursdays, for my long stream video or for my long form videos, I always do premieres and I am always in the chat. So you guys can chat with me then as well from Australia. Yay! Other than that, I will see you guys later. You know what I need? I need like an end screen. I need to make an end screen. I only have the start screen. Okay, you guys are the best. Bye.